You know the thing they say about our conscience eating us up? If that saying was actually literal, like literally, your conscience is slowly eating you up like a big fat meat to eat. Trust me, Big Soso would have been completely eaten up yesterday. Yep. She would have been complete. In fact, the right word is devoured. She would have been properly devoured yesterday. Because you see, that family meeting she and Jason and Doris and Sultana had 2 nights ago. See that family meeting? Ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe that that conversation still did not leave her head as at yesterday. Her conscience had been pricking her. She had been troubled because, according to her, she realized that she had been hating Dede for no reason. Now, as much as she claims to be troubled by her conscience, she's still going around telling people that cares to listen that, oh, after all, she has valid reasons too why she, unleashed at Dede the way she did. And then she's now floating around this new storyline that, on 2 occasions, she's been in the kitchen where she was cooking. And then after cooking, she had called Dede to come and help her clean up. And Dede did not come and clean up. But Dede and Mide, they're usually the first people that always rush to come and carry food whenever they finish cooking. But when it comes to cooking in the kitchen, they don't like assisting. They don't like doing anything. And you see, yeah, she's been telling that storyline to people more like to validate herself, her actions, and not to, entirely blame herself for that rubbish that she did, attacking Dede. She doesn't want to entirely blame herself. So she's been going around with this storyline, telling people that, this is, actually, she has a valid reason. And trust her friend and sister, Sultana, to be fanning the embers of that second reason that she claims to have. Because Sultana is trying to console her and telling her that, you actually have a reason. So it's not like you bought my fight. It's not like you are fighting my battle. You actually have a valid reason now. I mean, look at what this girl did. Look at what this girl did. And I'm looking at these people like this. And I'm thinking, no, I do not think that, what's her name? Big Soso's conscience is necessarily pricking her the way she claims. I think she's aware that conversation they had, that family meeting, of course, the cameras caught it. Those housemates, they know when the cameras are moving, when the cameras are focused on them. So I'm sure she's aware that the cameras caught it. I'm sure she's also aware that the cameras caught that nonsense she did that night, attacking Dede verbally, calling her a prostitute, calling her names, calling her dirty, and so many things like that, so many derogatory names. I'm sure she's aware. And I'm also sure that she's aware that by now, viewers all around, they have the 2 sides of the story. And they must be eating her up already. So what she terms as guilt is actually fear. Fear of being cancelled. She doesn't want to be cancelled. She doesn't want to be dragged. So she's going around and telling people that, she actually feels bad. She wants to apologize to the girl. She said she wants to apologize to Dede. And then she went to Doris to tell Doris that she wants to apologize. And then Doris is telling her, you don't have to explain why. Just tell her sorry and move on. And I'm looking at Doris. And every time Doris brings this mean girl energy, it makes me wonder, like, girl, is this how you really are at home? Or it's just you putting up an act, doing the most as the season encourages everyone to do? Is this you doing the most? Because how do you apologize to someone without any explanation? So imagine you offend me deeply, you call me names, you call me a prostitute, you call me all sorts, and then you claim you want to apologize, and then you come to me and just say, sorry, and then you walk away. I'm sorry, but if you try that with me, we're going to carry that grudge till you die. Because that does not count as an apology. You called out someone Unprovoked, you begin to insult the person's character. You begin to question the person's morals. And then all of a sudden, you call the person selfish. You call the person names, call the person dirty, claim on live TV that the person does not shower, that the person does not wash her panties. Do you know what you're doing? You're trying to put in fact, not trying to, you put a stigma on this girl, because now a lot of headless chickens on social media, they are calling this girl Smello. The same name they call Tacha during Pepper Dem Gang season. They are calling her Smello. They are saying Dede does not shower in the house, that Dede stinks, that Dede borrows Kola's perfume. There's nothing they are not calling this girl already on social media, all because you could not just mind your damn business. I mean, nobody is saying you shouldn't play your script, but if you want to play your game, there are certain boundaries you don't cross. And now you're trying to act like a saint, as you always do, going around and saying, I want to apologize to her. And then Doris of is the person you're going to go and meet for advice. No, it's like, just tell her sorry. No need to explain anything. As I said, if you come to me when you offend me, you come and tell me sorry. Nah, we'll carry that grudge. In fact, I'll be free, but I will tell you I do not forgive you, so go to hell. So you carry that grudge till you die. Because that does not count as an apology. You need to give a reason why you stooped so low to call that girl names. If you have a personal grievance and not the stupid excuse of, I was cooking, she did not come, which is a blatant lie anyways, because Big Soso has always declared in the whole house that she enjoys being in the kitchen. She's a chef. From day one, she carried that kitchen on her head. She calls herself the pioneer of the kitchen. Imagine such a badge of honor that she enjoys wearing. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you guys think about Big Soso claiming that she wants to apologize to Dede, because up until last night, I have not seen her make any attempt yet, but I would love to know what you all think. Do you think the apology is going to be genuine or not? And if she were to apologize, how do you think she should best apologize? Do you think, according to Doris's advice, just saying sorry counts or not? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Now quickly moving on. Speaking of Dede herself, Dede and Kola had their moments yesterday. As a matter of fact, they spent a lot of time together, majorly on the swing in the garden. They were having small talk and also in a way flirting with each other, right? They were kind of close, really close. And Kola was asking Dede, why she doesn't really spend a lot of time with him, that she should, spend more time with him, especially on Thursdays and Saturdays, days when there are parties in the house. To be quite honest with all of you, I don't know what Dede's response to that was, because we were just talking about random things and also talking about one another. And then there was a talk of, I want to kiss you, still this I want to kiss you thingy. Oh, I think the day I'm going to kiss you, you're going to be asking, oh my God, how is it going to happen? Da, 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 da. They were talking about, I want to kiss you, and stuff like that. I'm going to be frank with all of you. I've kind of checked out mentally, and this is just the gospel truth. I've kind of checked out of this Dede and Kola's thing, right? For me, I no longer find it interesting. As far as I'm concerned, from the day Dede started allowing Kola to get physical with her, touch her hands, hold her, this and that, I already started checking out. And the reason for that is because for those of you that have been with me in this community long enough, you know for a fact that Glory Elijah is not a shipper. I do not enjoy ships, right? The only thing that would make me really talk about ships excitedly is if there's drama in there. If there's drama. But if it's the kind of ship that gets the two people to just be content with being boyfriend and girlfriend in Big Brother's house, for me, okay, what do I now talk about? So both of you sit down, you kiss each other. I'll now come and tell you, oh guys, they kissed each other. Or they sit down, they hold hands. Oh guys, they held hands. Like, what exactly am I going to be analyzing from your situation? And sadly, that is the direction that Dede and Kola's situation is beginning to take. It's taking that shape of a mediocre ship. It's beginning to, it's not there already yet. No, don't get me wrong, but it's beginning to. But aside their small talks, and by the way, when they were going inside the house, because Thelma later on that evening had prepared some Port Harcourt delicacy and had invited them to come and eat. Dede had literally held on to Kola's elbow, and like it's giving girl in love. I can't get enough of this guy. And I'm sorry, but it's not looking good for me at all, right? So I've kind of mentally checked out. But anyways, aside their own situation, there were a lot of conversations in the house, especially between Bright and Mide, and both of them think that after the show, Kola will not chase Dede anymore. Bright has said he had asked Kola, and Kola said no, he's not going to chase her anymore, right? So for me, I'm thinking if that is true, then there's going to be a big problem for Dede to deal with. But then whatever, we will see after the show. Moving on to Faith. Ladies and gentlemen, last night, in a conversation between Faith and Joanna in the garden, Faith had declared that he just might leave the show. Yep, he might leave the show. And his reason is he's kind of tired, like he doesn't know what he's doing there. I think he was kind of upset that they lost the wager, because for him, he's trying to understand why Big Brother, gave so much accolades but still ended up failing them. He just did not understand. So he was asking Joanna, why didn't Big Brother say, okay, you've lost the wager, but you still get your food supplies? And Joanna was trying to explain to him that, no, it doesn't work that way. The wager always comes with food supplies. So you lose, you don't get food supplies. But you win, you get food supplies. And it's not like Big Brother is going to completely starve the housemates. No. They are going to get just basics. They will get bread, they will get noodles, they will get water, they will get drinks. I mean, they are normal carbonated drinks, but when it comes to all those chocolate, like maybe elevated types of meat, they won't get it. So I'm guessing that is where his frustration was coming from. And Faith wasn't the only housemate that was actually frustrated. A lot of the housemates were actually frustrated because something was happening yesterday in the house. Yes, people were stealing people's food. In fact, they have been stealing people's food. You take your sardine to the kitchen, you drop it on the counter. The moment you turn around and you look back, you can't find it anymore. Somebody has actually obtained it. It has happened to a lot of the housemates. And the people who keep stealing, they keep eating more than other people. So Rude Boy had received instructions from Big Brother that every single housemate should return back to the kitchen every food item that they have in their boxes or in their lockers. That food is not meant for the lockers. Food is not meant for the bedrooms. Food is meant to be in the kitchen. So whether it's yours or not, put it back in the kitchen. And anybody that steals from anybody will have to answer to Big Brother. So all the housemates had reluctantly and grudgingly returned back all their food items to the kitchen. And guys, we know that chaos is about to erupt in the house come this weekend and next week. Because we know that even if Big Brother has said that he is now involved, there are still people with coconut heads that will still go all out to steal people's food, which is very annoying. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we want the drama. We want the chaos. So how do we get the chaos if Big Brother does not throw in a bit of confusion into the house? So we like it like that. We like it like that. But then back to Faith, right? I think that is where Faith's frustration is stemming from. Because a lot of the housemates are wondering how they will cope this weekend and next week. I mean, it's not like they're going to have another pool party in the next 1 or 2 days where everybody is going to give them a lot of meat. No, they already had pool parties and their pool party, and they already received a lot of meat, So a lot of the housemates were kind of frustrated, and that was where Faith was saying that before coming to the show, okay, I think he was just complaining, and Joanna asked him, okay, so why did you come to the show? He said, because somebody told him to sign up for the show. I'm like, okay. And then he said he actually read up on the show, and what he learned was that you need a maximum of at least 5 weeks to really make a career out of the show. And I found that interesting because I'm wondering where he read that from. But anyways, he said he wants to see a therapist because he really wants to leave. Like, he just might want to leave, right? But then the cameras had quickly moved away from that conversation, so we did not know how that conversation ended. Now, what do I think about Faith wanting to leave the show? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he's going to suffer. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be one of those housemates that get evicted and then they are clueless as to what to do with their life. No, Faith is already accomplished. right? And the fact that he's on the show, I think he's probably trying to pivot into another career path, or he's probably trying to maybe gain more publicity for what he is known for, you know, his creativity and his innovative mind, right? Because already this guy has a lot going on for him. So it's gonna really hurt me if he leaves, because guys, we've all agreed that we can't get enough of his intelligence. Most of the wages in the house, most of them that have been won, most of them are actually by fate's high level thinking, right? This guy always brings in the spice when it comes to task, when it comes to wager, and of course the drama he brings to the show. So would I want to see him leave? Absolutely not. No way. I don't want him to leave. Yeah, I don't want him to leave. But anyways, what do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. And then finally, last night, Big Brother gave these housemates a big walk. I call it a big walk because after their wager presentation in the arena, Big Brother had presented a box that carried snakes inside, and the ninjas had sort of done some sort of display to the housemates, and they were all screaming and jumping around. And it was so funny because Rude Boy and Dede that were screaming, yes, we're going to face our fears. The moment they opened the box, it was so funny how they cringed and ran all the way to the back of the arena. You know, but then Big Brother had instructed the housemates to go back into the house. But by the time they went in there was a snake in the bathroom, and then there was a ninja that came into the house and had a snake around his or her neck. It was so funny that these housemates were screaming and running around, and then people that had instructed them to go to the garden and wait. And by the time he told them to go back into the house, ladies and gentlemen, there was that same box in the lounge, empty. And then Big Brother told them that his pet was missing and they had to find the pet. Of course, the pet is the snake. And I was like, searching for the snake. The likes of Doris and Big Soso, they literally wanted to fight with Big Brother because Big Soso literally put her hands on her head. She was tired. She was scared shit. And she was tired. Doris as well, that would always say, Big Brother, bring it on. Give us your best shot. Always talking big with a small mouth. She was terrified. It was scary because these housemates went on a hunt. They were looking for this snake. And guys, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if they actually found it, but it was a crazy search. So ladies and gentlemen, so far, I'm actually enjoying how Big Brother has been terrorizing these housemates. And I really do hope that it continues till Sunday because, of course, there's no eviction this week, right? So let it continue till Sunday because for some weird reason, I just enjoy seeing these housemates in distress. Yes, it gives me so much joy. So yeah, that is all for this video. I'm going to stop talking here right now because I would love to hear from all of you. So please go ahead, share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.